Taking on a new position and playing both sides of the ball is quite the challenge for a high school player. But for senior running back Chris Santoyo of St. Bonaventure High School in Ventura, it's just one more obstacle to overcome on his road to success.
From where I'm from, we usually don't have opportunities like this.
Santoyo grew up in Santa Paula, California, in a much different world than the one he attends high school in.
It was more of an underprivileged place where a lot of kids, they don't really play football or they don't like the things I do because it's different cultures.
Several of Santoyo's cousins had attended St. Bonaventure, and his family believed Chris would benefit from attending the school.
That's why his family, especially his mom, works really hard to make sure that he can come here to St. Bonaventure. He's very grateful to be at St. Bonaventure. He knows that academically and athletically, his opportunities are really great here that he wouldn't necessarily have, and he's very happy. And I know that he's very happy to have those.
But the transition wasn't always a smooth one. Santoyo had a problem to overcome in his first years at his new school.
My lack of wanting to do schoolwork, because obviously without that, you can't play football. When I was a sophomore, I wasn't able to move up with the varsity because my grades weren't there.
It was a wake-up call for Santoyo. Over the last few years, with help from teachers and coaches, he has turned his academic life around, and the difference is readily apparent.
No, I mean, there's no doubt about it. He has had to make that a bigger priority in his life than I think he would have had to at other places, and it's been good for him.
Last season, Santoyo began to see the results of his hard work as he started at running back for the Seraphs.
I think Chris is one of our toughest players. He's worked tremendously hard in the weight room, and he has to work really hard in the classroom, and he does that, and so I'm very proud of him for that, but Chris definitely tough.
This fall, Santoyo is keeping his running back job while also taking on a new role.
Also starting at defense, he's our #1 corner, so he's got to take the load of being on offense and defense and how important that is, and he's doing it well.
To take on a new position as a starter is a lot to handle, but Santoyo and his fellow defensive backs have taken inspiration from some worthy role models.
We like to call it the Seahawks secondary because we're close and we like to make plays, and it's pretty fun being in that group. I thought that running back would be my position and corner would just be my secondary position, but I actually grew to like corner a lot. It's pretty fun.
Santoyo isn't sure yet whether he'll play football in college, but his coaches believe that the experience at St. Bonaventure has prepared him for success, no matter what he does.
That's the whole point of high school football. I mean, the plain truth of it is most high school football players will not play college, and then most college football players will not play in the NFL. So if you translate that into high school, I mean, most people will not have football be their profession. So the work ethic, the ability to improve, the ability to look at your own weaknesses and get better is a big part of what I hope high school football does.
Santoyo may not be sure what his future holds, but it's clear it would be a mistake to bet against him. For Fox Sports West, I'm Nick Smith with the Cronkite Sports Bureau in Los Angeles.